Oh, Jess, how's it going? It's been a minute. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Workshop looking good. Hey, thank you. I built most of it. All right, well, actually, yeah, I built all of this. Except, you can see a metal shelf here. I did it. Yeah, the pegboard shelf thing isn't quite as sturdy as I'd like, but you live and you learn. Someday I might switch it out. Keep him busy. Good, good. Still throwing when you can. Not since last year. Oh, oh bueno. Put this here for now. You get back on, yeah, yeah. For sure. You sure do. Just there you go. Sabrina, welcome. Good morning to you too. Coming up on noon. Planning on streaming weekly at this around this time. Noon at the latest. I wasn't gonna do the trimming on stream, but I had a guy come checking out my kiln because one of the coils isn't firing. So, but there's nothing we could really do. I do have like a parts kiln kind of thing. It's just an old broken down kiln, but the coils are too brittle to switch. So, if I take care, Jess. Thanks for stopping in. If I end the stream abruptly, that's the coil supplier people are calling me back. So. Then I gotta get those ordered. Take the recommendation. I've read online that you should change, like, not all the coils, but every coil in that array. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Good to see you too, Sabrina. I hope you've been well. Oh, that's too much. I think, yeah, let's center it up here. Nice bowl. Color that clay. Yeah, no, it's nice. It turns like, I don't know, like that color right there once it's fired. But well, that's bisque fired, and then let me try and find an example. Yeah, it's like this nice deep brown. Oh yeah, look at that. This one I had to sand a little bit, and it got all scuffed up. So I'm not gonna sell it, or I'm gonna try to see if I can polish it out. or just refire it or something. With some of my, I love like check out that vase, funky. Some of my new vases. Most of these will be. I'm launching a website shortly, hopefully. And those I'm saving to put up on the store. Just say thank you, all of them. Thank you. But unfortunately, I have to limit like the shipping region to Ontario. Well, I don't have to, but I'm going to just to work out any kinks in the system. And someone who's never, the only thing I've mailed in my life really is our wedding invitations. So I don't really do that. So it's all new to me. I don't know if I've ever sent a letter to anybody. I keep on, I see my hand, and I'm like, oh, message. That's happened last time, too. And thank you for the likes there. Here's my toothbrush. Oh. I'll make sure the pearls are white. It's like I keep hearing the squeaking, but I have like extra floor mats for when friends come and if they're a little bit shorter than me, because I stand at the wheel. We'll throw those down and they get lifted about an inch higher, but anything is better yeah, nothing. Anything is better than nothing. Wise words from fresh cup of joy. Yeah. I have to throw or trim these up on a bat, which is this wooden board here, because I mean, I could take the bat pins out. There's two little metal pins that hold these bats in place, um, and use the wheel head, which is like preferred. But I just find it easier to pop a bat on and trim. But then all the shavings go flying everywhere because there's just that little tiny gap. This hangs over the wheel head by about an inch. They're like, well, it's 2 inches in total, but an inch on each side. I'm just going to be rounding this foot here. Grab my bigger tool here. There's got to be quite a bit of material here. My throwing isn't super clean with these bowls. I always end up, because I'll throw a cylinder, and as you like open up the diameter of the top, the walls get thinner and thinner. So I've been pretty liberal with the amount, like the wall thickness that I'm leaving. So the bottoms on all these have been quite thick. But it is what it is. Oops. I hope everybody tuning in is having a great day. It's nice and sunny here in Midwestern Ontario. Clear skies. Lots of melt happening. It'd be nice if winter would just give up already, but that's not going to happen. Still go down. So I shall. Not take too much. Just one more little pass. This guy. Beauty. That sounds just about right. Why? Why? That's a very deep philosophical question for such a for such a fellow. How are you doing today? How are you doing today, man? I'm ready. I'm prepared for all the trolling in retaliation for my contributions to your Minecraft stream last night. Big bowl. Water on it. And also, Ben, reply now, because you're definitely not working. You don't do that. The only time he's working is when he's on stream. Oh, flick. Alright, maybe I'll have to go. I would never. You would never. You would never. Never say never. Thank you. So it's up there with. Honestly, this is probably the biggest thing that I'm gonna sell that I've made. Actually, yeah, I feel like this is the biggest. I can't remember. How many pounds was the pot you got me to throw on our live stream? Like the very first one. Was it? I think was it 3 pounds? 3 pound bowl or 3 pound cylinder? Something like that. Because this is 5. And it's not, it could be so much larger. I know it to be true. There's I don't like this part right here. Chattering. Oh, it was 5 pounds. Okay, all right. So maybe, I don't know. I guess this isn't the largest thing I've thrown, but maybe thrown with intent, because that was just kind of going for it. Thought I had, maybe if I just hopefully survive the winter. I actually don't know where that 5 pound piece is. I thought I had it in here, but guess not. This is what I did last time. Wonderful. This one, probably the biggest width and all the clays. Yeah. No, for sure. I don't. I usually don't. How much can you guys see? Quite a bit. Like if I have a bunch of small stuff up here, that's usually what I'm doing. I had a Q&A sticker. It says YouTube. What should I ask? Or Do you like me? Do you like me? Alrighty. Still a lot of thickness in the walls at the bottom, but I'll just kind of keep that in mind for next time and try to maybe throw the same size piece and drop like a pound, probably. I got my little stamp in there. Oh, copy. Nice. Done. Thank you. Yeah, I'm getting into rounding my feet off more and more. I like the look. And then I did this. This is going to be a glazed planter for my friend. So I've done, that. But I added in these little slots, and I think I'm going to do that on my mugs. And the reason that I'm going to do that, mostly because I want to, but also it'll allow if you're putting them in a drying rack or something, then the water won't pool in the foot. But so it has a little bit of a purpose. And it's signed really poorly because I helps with drainage. Yep. I'm a 5-year-old in the body of a 31-year-old. That's never mind. Scratch that. Reverse it. Take it back. Delete it. But yeah, these are some smaller ones that I did with a little bit of patterning on the outside. These ones, the one that I just trimmed has the same kind of pattern, but on the inside, or does it? Because I did a couple different styles. Yeah, it's the same. This one's the same. Yeah, this one's kind of pretty well faded away because I hit it with the sponge. But it's just got little lines. But for the plant, it will help with drainage. I also made, which I've got to trim up to. Oh no! Did I leave it? What the heck? I trimmed it last night. I thought. Okay. Oh, you know what? Right. Oh, yeah. I was so tired yesterday. I forgot that it's right at the end. I love it when you finish trimming something and like you're like, okay, one final swipe, and then it just goes like flying into the splash pan and gets all dented up and it like folded. So I gotta make another one of those. I forgot. Okay, good thing I did that because I might not have done that. So I'll make one of those once I get going. Throwing, but it's a little saucer for it that has the same design as the flower pot, even though you won't really see it. Whatever. Wet this down one more time. Helps the slugs of clay stick. Pop that this one's a little bit wonked out. Oh. Yeah. Doesn't help that I moved these around way too early yesterday. So they're all a little bit. Oh, you know what? Too. I'm setting this, and I haven't felt how thick it is. This one too. I'll need to trim the rim of it a little bit once we're done here. This side. Thank you guys for the likes. Appreciate you. That's good enough for this guy. Oops. Just there's one piece here. always find getting the edges to be smooth is a lot tougher than the flat. The horizontal planes are tougher than the vertical planes, if you know what I'm saying. But I like to try to get it pretty close. It's not like anybody really is going to notice. But what ends up happening is if this isn't in the center of the wheel and I go to hollow out the inside, the foot will be all wonky looking. But it is what it is. It's handmade, so. But I try my best. It's always fun cleaning up after trimming on the mat. Little clay shavings everywhere, and they dry so fast. It might just be a trimming stream. I don't know. We'll see. It's taking me a while. Well, feels good to me. I don't know if this is the best. I mean, you can kind of see what I'm doing. I was thinking about kind of doing a more like top down sort of angle for this, but I'm too lazy to Be moving my camera. You know. Let's not mess this up again. Absolutely beautiful. Noise. Oh, thanks, man. No worries. I just had the guy from the Owen Sound Farmers Market, Vince Bowen. He came by, took a look at the coils in my like parts kiln thing. I'll probably just end up. I don't know. I might steal the bricks out of it. Well, I don't know. There's some of the internal stuff that's probably good, but they're all too brittle, so I have to order some coils. So I'm kilnless for the moment, which is partially why the website is. I'm gonna launch it without the shop, and I'm still. I don't know. I change my mind too frequently. I don't know if I want to launch it without the store or what, but anyway. Anyway. Kilnless, yeah. For the time being, I just gotta get the coils, and I'm like debating. Well, I want to get the quote first, but I might just switch them all out because he was kind of like looking at the coils in my kiln, and he's uh, pretty convinced that they're coated with like uh, some off gas from copper or something. But when we inspected the coil that wasn't firing, you could see in like a couple spots that it was like black in the little groove for the kiln, and it's like, yeah, they must have burnt out. But first cup looks over at his phone, leans in a little closer, and reads, "G'day, mate. G'day, mate. Crikey. How you doing, bud? Hope all is well. You called it though. You might have a future in fortune telling. Crikey. Let me get my boom. I can't do it. Let me get me boomerang. Pretty good with the freaking impressions. I've always been. People always tell me. People always tell me. They're always lying, but at least they're nice enough. They know how seriously I take my impressions. Okay. Cleaned it up. On to the next one. Oh, I'll move my house, shift my entire pottery wheel. Okay. There we go. Thank goodness. There we go. Nice. Oh my gosh. It's Hayabusa. My bed impression. Hey, Hayabusa. Long time no see. I hope you had a good sleep. Are you well rested today? Oh, you're joking. Did you get your 8 hours? OMG. This Spamble Pottery. I like that guy. I've heard of you somewhere. Feetfinder.com. You have the #1 profile on feetfinder.com. I just imagine you right now working away and then be like, oh, and not being able to say anything. Just warms my heart. It warms me heart. See, this one has a little bit more. That's what I was going for. Just 2 lines, one here, some squiggles. Kind of look neat. Kind of like they almost turned out like a Celtic knot, but definitely. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't going for anything though, in particular. But you know what they say. Nice, thank you. A little bit. These guys are a little bit too big for tap centering, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. But I've gotten not too shabby at the tap center these days. Not too shabby. It definitely speeds things up when you're working on cups and small things. But I say that after centering, probably one of the easiest or best or quickest centerings I've had this stream. So, what am I even saying? I didn't check the thickness on this one, but I guess I'm fully relying on the knock, the sound when I knock on this. This might be a little bit wet still. No time like the present. And you know why they call it the present? Because it's a gift. It's a gift. Kung Fu Panda. That turtle guy from Kung Fu Panda said that. And I agree. Oh. It's hard to not to just let your oh no. Shoot. That was the phone call for the kiln elements. Maybe I'll to be continue this live stream. For years, I thought that Jack Black was singing the intro to that cartoon, to Kung Fu Panda. Is he not? I don't know. That's weird that he's not, if he's not. Is there singing in it? Honestly, I don't really know too hell of a lot about that movie. Maybe we've seen it a couple times. But anyways, to be continued. I will be right back. Just gotta make a phone call, and then I'll start the live up again here. Well, it'll be a new live. I'm gonna end this one. All right, cowabunga, man, or some shit.